Live from the Jersey Shore to the world. Get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Take the show wherever you go. Download the free Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. 7:08. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Friday, April 29th, 47 degrees. Getting up to 52 and rainy. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio. Streaming live on the Radio Pup app and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160 to join the conversation. And our conversation now is with Mike Hovance. Perfect swing golf. I've never heard that, by the way, put together when somebody's referencing my golf game. Perfect. There's never been a perfect swing. Good morning, Mike.
Morning, Jeremy. How are you?
I'm good. And I'll go down the same road that Kevin Williams did just a few minutes ago when he stopped in. You found the place okay?
Like I said, a little better directions next time, but I managed.
Yeah. So just so everybody's in on the joke, Mike is about like 2 doors down from here. He can also smell Uncle Dude's donuts from his stoop. So tell us a little about Perfect Swing Golf. What is the business all about? I have some ideas, but why don't you give the listeners the overview?
Well, ultimately, we're a golf shop, specialize in custom fitting, repair work, golf instruction. We started in 1999, actually 98. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So, been around for a while. But we started in Toms River, down by the bridge, 37 in Fisher. Just started as a repair shop, doing nothing but golf club repair, putting grips on, fixing broken shafts from people's tempers and whatnot.
Right.
Started from there, really love building things. So we started building golf clubs. That leads into custom fitting. Back then, fitting was really just very new. So it was different. It was different. Had a little bit of a niche. It's much more mainstream now. We started there. We were in that building for about 8 years. Family-owned building. We still own that. My brother's there. But then from there, we moved up to Lakewood. Took over Lakewood Golf Range. Turned it into Perfect Swing Golf Center. Owner was a personal friend of mine. He talked me into taking the driving range over, take some weight off of his hands, and I did. I loved it. It was a great facility for 8-9 years. Had a lot of fun there, but ultimately, it was time to move on. We wanted our own place, and essentially, that's why we, for the last year and a half, 2 years, we've been looking to buy a building.
Right.
Be done with it, over with it. Our last final spot, we tested a spot up in Tinton Falls, Twin Brook Golf Range. We went up there for a year as a second store, just to kind of test out Monmouth County. Just wanted to stay home.
Cool.
If I have to commute more than about 7 or 8 minutes, I'm done. So.
All right. So wait. So I have a lot of questions, but first, we're gonna have to make an on the fly adjustment here. Now, for those of you listening, right, on your Radio Pup app or on the regular radio, in case you can't tell, Mike is a very animated guy. He gets into what he's talking about. Okay. Now, Mike is also not a small guy, okay? So Mike may be beating the heck out of our console as he talks. So every time he's banging his hand on there, right? It is not a 7.8 on the Richter scale. I'm just warning you, right? We're not under attack, under siege. We're okay. North Korea is still under wraps, all right? But just be aware. I don't know that we're going to be able to keep Mike, under control here.
The daily fire siren that I have to get used to for the first couple days here.
So just we're gonna in the break we're gonna get him a nice rubber pad that we can put under his so he can punch that for a while. Okay. So you were in Lakewood. Mm-hmm. You moved out of Lakewood, and what in the world would possess you to move back to downtown Toms River?
Honestly, as cheesy as it sounds, it's just home.
Okay.
I grew up skateboarding at the library. I waxed up more curbs around here than I could possibly imagine, and I was just that kid.
Outside the library, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because it's all brick there.
All right, okay. Got it. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, but no, I mean, it's my home. Grew up here, bought baseball cards in a corner store, and it's just something I've always wanted to do. Even my real estate agent was saying, "Are you sure?" Are you sure? Yes, I do. And we have a good, solid business that we're comfortable about. We bring a lot of people in from, I don't think I had a customer. I had 5 fittings yesterday. There wasn't one person that lives within an hour away.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a perfect opportunity to bring a lot of people to downtown Toms River, which honestly is one of the most exciting things for me. I like that.
Right.
So it's close to the Parkway. It's a perfect example to try and grow.
Well, I can tell you. Listen. So first of all, so I bought my son a set of clubs in your shop.
Thank you, by the way.
I would tell you that first of all, it was very exciting to see a new kind of hip business downtown, because we'll talk about what you do in a minute. But it was cool to see new signage go up. Now, listen, don't get me wrong. I have been in Harris a number of times because I go to a lot of throwback events, right? And there were a lot of great clothes from the early 50s that you could buy. And so I'd been in there a few times, but it was nice to be able to see. It was nice to be able to see like a new offering,
right?
With again, the signage outside is kind of pops. It really is kind of like. It seems odd, but it felt like it could be kind of like a centerpiece to the downtown district, and it's a different kind of. It's a little bit. You have a very kind of special concept in how you do things. So why don't you talk to us just a bit about what makes it different shopping with you as opposed to going over to Dick's and buying a set of clubs?
Well, the biggest thing is golf equipment now it's all so good. There's all good equipment. It's all quality. It's not like it was 10, 12 years ago. But the worst thing you can do is buy the wrong equipment, the wrong shaft flexes, the wrong everything. You're offered so many different things from the manufacturers. And the biggest question everybody says to themselves is, well, there's so much. What should I get? What should I get? Like I said, the worst thing is getting the wrong options, the wrong shafts, flexes, lofts, slides, the wrong style golf club.
Right.
So we just help people get them into the right equipment. The big box stores, same exact price. Prices are exact same thing as they are there, so there's no difference on the price end. But that's the ultimate goal, is just guiding people in the right direction. And a lot of times we talk them out of getting golf equipment. They want to because they saw the commercials, they saw this, they saw that. They think they're going to hit it 10 yards further with the new driver. I'd rather spend 45 minutes with them, let them know the truth. Here's what is going to happen if you buy this driver, and they realize that they lost 4 yards as opposed to their current club, and we save them a couple bucks in doing so.
Right.
So
and you sell them lessons instead, right?
Absolutely. We got our angles.
That's right. I mean, let's be fair. No, I mean, listen, that's retail 101, right? You do the right thing for a customer today. And talk them out of a purchase, and they're pretty much your customer for life at that point anyway. So, but that's, listen, it's the right way to do business. So, and I know that you have, like, for example, you have you use technology really to help kind of determine what the right clubs are and everything else like that. And I do want to talk about that in a second because we're up against a break. I also want to talk. Kevin Williams came in here and said that you might have had a decent career as a golfer locally, right? So we'll talk a little about that. And I really want to talk overall about the Jersey Shore and what it's meant to you. So Mike Hovance, Perfect Swing Golf. We're going to get him that pad for under his hand in a minute. Be back after this.
Stay tuned for Preferred Company with Joel Markell and Marianne Levy at 8. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin continues next. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Make a difference at the Jersey Shore. 732-505-1160. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160, 1310, and WOBMAM.com.
Welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Mike Hovance here from Perfect Swing Golf. So, Mike, talk to me about how the technology works. Like, how do you determine what's the right club for somebody?
Well, technology is great in the equipment that you use. We use TrackMan, which is radar technology. It follows the golf ball for the first 10, 12 feet of the golf shot, measures everything, analyzes it. Nothing's calculated other than the distances indoors, but which are still very accurate. They're accurate within 1 yard for every 100 yards of a golf shot. So that's still right on the money, but same technology that's used on PGA Tour, LPGA, so all those, the numbers are, it's like my lie detector test.
Right.
A guy comes in and says, hey, my driver 250, and we're working 225 on the numbers. Well, okay, that's fine, Yeah, in here it's 225.
Well, he gets a very favorable bounce, though. It's a good roll.
Exactly. Sprinkler heads are our best friends. So, but the technology is our lie detector test. So it gives us the ability to fit properly. Again, if something is working, we're going to see. If it's not working, we're going to see. Comparing A to B to C, that's the most important thing, to ultimately get what is the best combination, head, shaft, grip, length, loft lie, the whole line. So.
Okay. And so let me ask you, so there's been a lot of talk in recent years about about golf being kind of on the decline. Mm-hmm. Right? Because of, various reasons. I think it's not a cheap sport. Yeah. Right. It's a pretty it's a time-consuming sport, and we're in an ADD world. Yeah. Right. So have you seen? Has that had an impact on your business, or not
at all?
No.
Nope. I mean, in general, I guess I could see the big box stores. I know are hurting a lot. But it's the way they treat the people. So. I can definitely see it. Some of the golf courses are down. It's flooded. There's too many golf courses. I shouldn't say there's too many golf courses, but there's a lot of competition for them. So they're forced to lower the prices and so forth and so on to compete. But what we do is just very specialized. We've always just been honest about the equipment. Like I said before, I'd rather turn somebody away than sell them a club that they're not going to be happy with and come back in a month and just be dissatisfied with it.
So now you played. You were, from what I understand, you were an okay player at South.
I think that was the last time I played golf. Yeah.
Whatever. So okay. So you took up golf. What age did you start playing?
I would say, my father cut down some clubs for me. I grew up down by the Toms River Country Club, so I grew up sneaking onto the golf course, playing a couple holes here and there.
Right.
Wound up working there as the assistant pro for several years, and worked there through high school and whatnot. But I would say I really started playing, honestly, probably freshman year in high school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's a golf team, and I said, hey, I remember, let me borrow my dad's clubs and get back into it, and just took off from there. For 4 years of high school was my life. I loved it.
Well, that's great. That's great because, as I said, my son just started. He's a freshman in high school, just started getting into it.
So I love seeing it. Just brings me back.
Yeah, and it's good. I could drop him and a couple of his friends at the country club, and I just cringe at what the grill room bill is going to look like at the end. But he's easy on the alcohol tab, so it's not that bad. Cool. So that's very cool. And so
to cut you out, one little thing I just want to throw it in there too for my staff was that I brought in my old high school picture, our all-county picture, the top 5 all-county guys. I brought it in from high school South, and and I put it up on the wall, and my guys go, who where are you? Which they couldn't even tell. Out of 5 people, they couldn't tell which one was me. I'm like, oh, geez, thanks.
So because you're much better looking now, right?
Yes,
and you've
absolutely.
You've thinned out, and now you're really at your physical peak.
Yeah, I didn't have the glare on the top of my head.
Right. Listen, you're preaching to the choir on that one. Mike Hovance, Perfect Swing Golf. So when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about how Mike's commitment to helping really revitalize this downtown and bring more businesses like his, obviously not competitive to his, but more great businesses to downtown Toms River. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin, back after this.
Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Live from the Bob Levy Broadcast Center, overlooking the Toms River, it's time to get up, get out, do something. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Be a part of the show, 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. The Friday, April 29th, 47 degrees, getting to 52. We're here with Mike Hovance, Perfect Swing Golf. So, Mike, I know we were talking, you've been getting a little bit involved with the Business Improvement District downtown. Tell us about, kind of what your vision is a little bit, or what you're hoping you can help with.
Well, my biggest goal with that right now is just to really go to the meetings every month, be on board, see what's going on. Really be able to see what's going on behind the scenes, just to be aware of everything. I don't ever want to walk in and throw some opinions around or anything like that before I see exactly how things are run and done the right way. So I got a lot of respect for those guys. I got to do a lot of stuff. It's all volunteer, and so I just want to be part. That's the way I feel I can be part of bringing some more businesses downtown.
But you offer a fresh perspective. I mean, let's be fair. You don't have there aren't a lot of. So you have a lot of things going for you, right? A lot of things obviously not going for you also, but but that's a whole different show. On the one hand, listen, you're a young guy who's grown up here. You A, remember what it used to be. Mm-hmm. You B, kind of, I think, have some vision as to what it could be. Sure. Right? You've had a successful business in the area for some time, and you understand taking care of customers, and you understand marketing, et cetera, et cetera. Sure. So I think you could certainly bring a lot to the group, and bring a fresh perspective, which is what I think everybody's always looking for to kind of help revitalize. So that's exciting.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So, Mike, we're giving you the magic wand now. All right. You have the ability to do something. In this world just by waving the wand. And listen, you can't. I'm going to take one thing off the table. You cannot have my wife go and use everybody's drivers around the world, thereby necessitating you replacing them all. That's not. I'm taking it right off the table.
I'd be done with work at noontime every day.
No, because she did break my son's driver on the third swing, but that's only because she's got incredible upper body strength and obviously hit the ground very hard. Yeah. So what would you do with that magic wand?
Well, locally, magic wand, I would have my own things, but we'll say the second most important thing I would do with the magic wand would be, ultimately on the local end, I'd just really like to bring a lot more back home. There's so much to be had here. It's such a good community, such a good downtown area. If I could get some other businesses, not necessarily new businesses, but established businesses to kind of come and invest and see how nice it is down here and how much you can do with it, that would be my ideal situation. As I'd love to see more established businesses that might be looking to relocate or move to come down here and really bring more people down here, right? Ultimately, that would then help the smaller businesses.
Could we put some cool little bars and pubs downtown, and maybe some
I'd love to. My productivity would go down, and the wait time on repairs would get extended by a day or two. But yeah.
That's all right. It's all in the name of good, clean, not so family fun. Right. Yeah. So. All right, cool. So I'm smelling what you're stepping in. All right, so Mike, why don't you tell us, give us some information. How do we learn more about Perfect Swing Golf? Where can we find you on Al Gore's World Wide Web? And also, give us your phone number, your location, et cetera, et cetera.
Phone number, we kept the same number as our old shop at Overlays, so it's 732-364-2336. Website, perfectswinggolf.com. 2 G's in there. That's always a common mistake. And website, we've got mostly updated from our move. We still have to redo the pictures, but all the info and content's up to date there, pricing, everything else. And also Facebook. I've gotten better at it. I try and keep up on it. It's fun, but I'll be the first to admit I forget to put things on there. But that is probably the most up-to-date thing we do is Facebook. So if you can go on there, like us, and however all that technological stuff works.
Like Perfect Swing Golf on Facebook. I'm putting that. We were just talking about World Naked Gardening Day, which is almost as important.
I like that on Facebook.
Yeah, but Perfect Swing Golf. Let's see, Perfect Swing Golf. I got it. All right, cool. I'm liking it now. There it is.
You are the 7th one.
Perfect swing golf.
If I get to 10 by the end of the year, I'm happy.
We are all set. Oh, no, listen, you have 227 likes right now.
They're pity likes, though.
Well, listen, we take them any way we can get them. Yeah. Mike Hovance, Perfect Swing Golf. I will tell you, listen, I'm gonna do a testimonial. I'm gonna give a testimonial in all seriousness. Went in, bought a set of clubs for my son. Wasn't a not a new set of clubs. It was I guess a kind of a rebuilt set, but still a strong set of clubs. And he loves them. The service was fantastic, incredibly personalized experience, and frankly, wasn't the gentleman who worked for you had no idea who I was. He was just he was just some guy coming in to buy his son a set of clubs. So very, very friendly, very communicative, got back to us when, exactly when he said he was going to get back to us about when they'd be ready. Obviously did a great job. And, my son is really, enjoying his new passion of golf. So,
but he does have a brand new driver though.
And he does have a brand new driver because my wife, who is also getting into golf, did break his original driver. So there you go. So we are fans. We are customers. We will continue to be. Mike, thank you so much for coming in this morning and sharing with us. And looking forward to you being one of many, many, many successful businesses here in downtown Toms River.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mike Hovance, Perfect Swing Golf. We'll be back with Dana Lancelotti. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin right after this.